Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're totally deconstructing this incredibly viral framework created by Swaroop Singh Rajput. It's basically a highly structured blueprint that claims it can completely reset your life in just 3 weeks. So if you've ever felt stuck or maybe just unmotivated, well, we're going to break down exactly how this entire system actually works.
Are you wasting your life? Now, that is a stark, super direct question, right? But it purposefully mirrors the high-urgency title of Rajput's recent documentary. You see, the sources we're looking at today absolutely do not sugarcoat the issue. They literally force you to confront the uncomfortable reality of your own time just slipping away, minute by minute.
Okay, let's dive into this and contrast the starting line with the finish line. The source material defines a wasted life by these symptoms that, let's be honest, we all know way too well. Daily digital addictions, endless procrastination, and that dreaded middle-class trap. You know, the cycle of working just enough to survive, but never quite enough to escape. But the ultimate goal here, it's what's dramatically termed the greatest comeback. This means cultivating a dangerous aura, which is this outward projection of such unbreakable focus and mental discipline that you essentially become a magnet for monumental success.
All right, Section 1, the reset mechanism, the 21-day challenge.
To actually bridge that gap, the core engine of this transformation relies heavily on subconscious reprogramming. Now, the creator explicitly uses the term brainwashing, and sure, usually that's a pretty negative word. But here, it's framed as a really positive, highly intentional tool for mental discipline. You're taking back control, deliberately washing away those bad habits, and aggressively installing the instructions for success over a very strict 21-day period.
So this whole journey breaks down into 3 completely actionable phases. First up, it starts with a rather harsh reality check, simply acknowledging that you are wasting time. And once you face that, you make the commitment. You literally lock yourself into a 21-day mental reset with 0 lifelines. Finally, to make sure it actually lasts beyond those 3 weeks, you build a sustainable toolkit of both hardware and software to support your brand new operating system.
Now, what's really interesting here is how, to drive this mindset home, the documentary's notes specifically reference the 2011 sci-fi thriller In Time. If you haven't seen it, in that world, time literally replaces money. When your biological clock runs out, you die. The creator uses this exact concept to underscore a foundational, inescapable philosophy: time is the ultimate, rapidly depleting currency. There's just no way to earn more of it, you can only spend it wisely.
Moving right along to Section 2, the physical blueprint, essential productivity tools. To actually survive those 21 days, you need a seriously strict physical baseline, what the creator calls the hardware toolkit. First, you need a health-tracking smartwatch. This is to monitor your physical metrics and essentially keep you accountable to your own body's performance. Second, noise-isolating headphones. And look, these aren't just for listening to your favorite music. They are for physically locking out the distractions of the outside world. And third, a dedicated timer. This is absolutely crucial for time-blocking your work, ensuring that when you are focused, you are completely 100% dialed in until that alarm actually goes off.
Which brings us to Section 3, the mental blueprint, reprogramming software.
Because top-tier hardware is pretty much useless without the right operating system, right? The specific software for this challenge is brilliantly divided into 3 main pillars. For wealth, books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad literally rewire you to view assets rather than just focusing on income. For focus, titles like Atomic Habits provide the exact tactical steps you need to build unbreakable, frictionless routines. And finally, for mindset, resources focusing on the subconscious mind perform the actual deep-level reprogramming. You really need all 3 of these working perfectly in tandem.
Alongside all those classic bestsellers, the sources also highly promote a specific book called Glitch. What's really notable about this is the marketing strategy used right within the documentary itself. The book is presented with a highly urgent pricing model. The price actually increases after every 50 sales. This perfectly taps into that exact same urgent, stop wasting time right now energy that fuels the entire 21-day philosophy. It's totally designed to force immediate, decisive action.
Over 2.2 million. Yeah, you heard that right. That is the actual view count for the original 21 Days Challenge source material. And honestly, that massive metric emphasizes a super critical point. If you're feeling stuck right now, you are definitely not alone. Millions of people are actively seeking out this exact type of structured, no-nonsense escape from modern procrastination.
So what does this all mean for the ultimate transformation? Well, you start out completely distracted, maybe a bit stagnant, and just caught in this exhausting loop. But after 21 days of strictly applying the hardware tools, absorbing all that software, and fiercely isolating your focus, you emerge entirely reprogrammed. You become hyper-focused and equipped with this undeniable, powerful aura of discipline.
Which leaves us with a pretty provocative question to contemplate today. What are you going to do with your next 21 days? Are they going to be spent repeating the exact same stagnant loops, or will you initiate your very own mental reset? The blueprint is literally right in your hands. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this deep dive into reprogramming your mind has sparked some serious curiosity for you. So start your timers, and I will catch you next time.